Hi all, I am currently in the middle of making quite a lot of large projects, this fan being one of them, when I suddenly realized I no longer post those work in progress videos I used to post a lot back in the early days of my channel. So to spice things up a bit, I'm posting a work in progress video of this fan. Now you might be asking me, what even is this? I mean, it is held together with duct tape. The wires are in awful shape. They are they are insulated with this painter's tape and a lot more duct tape. There's a speed controller here hanging with cable ties. There's a thermometer on the motor, and well, the wiring is a mess. This, believe it or not, is how a lot of my ordinary projects begin their life. This is going to be a window intake fan, and I think you can see where I got the idea from. This here used to be the front panel from an air conditioner condensing unit. I got this while fixing my old 1980s air conditioner. The motor in this is an mini split indoor air conditioner motor. It used to run one of those, what do you call it, cross flow blowers. The blade is from that fan originally. It's from a Sanyo, and this is just a cheapo ceiling fan control. You may be asking again, now what are you going to do with it? Well, my plan is to cut a bit of this metal off to make this fan even more slim. I plan on making a sort of enclosure on the back with filters and louvers so that if it rains outside, the rainwater cannot get into this fan itself. I obviously plan on tidying up the wiring. I plan on running the wires on a conduit across this grill into behind the body of the fan. And this isn't the control that I'm going to use. I'm going to make this fan a capacitor-based control. Now, this here, if you remember, this control and motor came from the Midea mini split air conditioner or fan split that I had years ago. I just tore that thing apart and I saved the control and the motor for obvious reasons. This motor isn't actually meant to be installed like this. I made custom brackets to hold the motor in place, which I will show you later. And this control here is just for testing to tune basically the speed of the motor. And this thermometer is to check the health of the motor when it is coupled with this fan blade here, because I think the motor might be a little bit overloaded. That's why I also put this watt meter here. Anyways, without further ado, English. Let's turn this on. Here is low. Now low speed is very slow. You can still see the fan blade spinning. But because of the design of the grill, which is almost shaped like those palm leaf fan grills, those Chinese battery fan grills, the airflow from that fan blade is more focused. So you feel a lot more airflow coming towards you in a column, sort of like an air circulator. Now this fan has been running for a while, which is why the thermometer is reading that high of a temperature. Let's switch it to speed number 2. Speed number 3. It's already pushing quite a lot of air. Let's now take a look at this fan from the outside. Here it is from the outside. Now, there isn't a grill in front of this blade yet, so every insect and dust that finds its way near the blades gets sucked in and blown into that room. But such is life. Now, this panel here used to have an extension that goes up horizontally like that, but I have sliced it off. Not sure if you can see it or not. I covered that with I covered the edge with painter's tape so that it won't scratch up the paint or tear up that scarf that I'm using as a curtain. That panel, by the way, is now here. Not sure what to do with it. The bearings, I think you can hear, is on its way out, so I have to look into that. And as you can see, this fan blade here is only held the shaft with a zip tie. That is because the original blower that was on this motor has a set screw that fastens the blower from the side, so there isn't any thread on the shaft. That is why this fan blade here is only held in with a bit of painter's tape and that zip tie. Anyways, now let's put it on speed number 4. I'm only going to do this briefly because of the aforementioned zip tie holding the blades. I don't want the blades to fly off. Anyways, this fan sounds a bit industrially on its higher speeds, which some people might find annoying, but I find myself enjoying it. And of course, it is moving quite a lot of it. And it is projecting it quite far too. Now let's bring it up to full speed. There isn't a huge jump between speed number 4 and speed number 5, but there you go. And off. Now I'm going to show you how I managed to install this motor that doesn't originally have brackets on it on this grill. Here it is with the blades off. Actually, with the painter's tape and that zip tie on there, the blades was sitting on the motor quite tightly, which, well, good to know. Now, as you can see, this bracket here for holding the motor in place, I made it myself. Yes, it is quite rough, and there are still rough edges here and there. I think something fell off. It was the thermometer, I think. This bracket here, I made this rough template first with cardboard to get the shape of the motor and to find the best place for slotting the bracket itself onto the grill. And then once I found this shape here, once I have perfected it, I cut this, I traced this template on these. This is a piece of cheapo ceiling fan blade that I cut off for a project I made a while back. I traced that template on here, cut those shapes out, drilled them, bent them, sanded them, etc., and made this bracket here. Now, the clearance between the blades and the bracket itself is very, very narrow, but I'm very glad that everything fits in nicely. So there you have it, the window fan concept that I'm currently working on. I'm not sure what to name this fan yet. For that exhaust fan there, I already have a name. It's most likely going to be the Ardner Phantomatic, but on this fan I still need to brainstorm a lot more. Anyways, thank you for watching, and as always, take care.